We'll start with how plain popcorn becomes the base for every piece of caramel popcorn.
Then we'll show how that popcorn is wrapped in hot, golden caramel to become caramel popcorn you recognize. Finally, you'll watch caramel popcorn get weighed, bagged, and packed at incredible speeds. This is the journey every batch of caramel popcorn takes before it reaches your movie night. Let's step inside this popcorn factory to see how caramel popcorn is made today.
Welcome to our popcorn factory. Today, I'll show you exactly how we pop and coat caramel popcorn at massive scale. Don't forget to subscribe for more factory tours and to see how treats like caramel popcorn are really made.
Inside this caramel popcorn factory, each line is dedicated to turning simple corn into sweet, crunchy caramel popcorn. We'll follow the caramel popcorn from raw ingredients to popping, to caramel coating, and finally to packaging.
This fresh popcorn is the blank canvas that will soon be transformed into caramel popcorn.
This entire floor is dedicated to producing different flavors, but today we're focusing on this caramel popcorn line.
With a single button, thousands of servings of caramel popcorn can be set in motion.
Let's head to receiving, where the journey of caramel popcorn really starts.
Every bag of caramel popcorn begins when trucks deliver corn, sugar, and other essentials to the popcorn factory. Special varieties of corn are chosen to pop big and fluffy, perfect for coating with caramel popcorn glaze. They're stored in dedicated bins and silos reserved for caramel popcorn production. Large silos hold enough kernels to run caramel popcorn lines for hours without interruption. Next comes sugar, the main building block of the caramel that coats caramel popcorn.
Corn syrup helps the caramel stick evenly to every piece of caramel popcorn and keeps it from crystallizing.
Butter or oils add rich flavor and help give caramel popcorn its signature crunch.
Flavorings and a touch of salt balance the sweetness of caramel popcorn. Printed film for bags arrives ready to showcase the finished caramel popcorn on store shelves.
Every ingredient used for caramel popcorn is tracked and checked for quality and traceability.
Kernels must have the right moisture content to pop fully and make light, fluffy caramel popcorn. Exact recipes control the sweetness, color, and texture of caramel popcorn. These pre-measured ingredients will soon head to the kettles that cook caramel for coating caramel popcorn.
Only approved ingredients move forward to become caramel popcorn.
With materials ready, the popcorn factory prepares to process them into caramel popcorn. The first step in processing caramel popcorn is cleaning and conditioning the corn. Kernels for caramel popcorn pass through sifters and air jets to remove dust, husks, and any stray debris.
Clean corn ensures every piece of caramel popcorn pops evenly and safely.
From here, clean kernels are pneumatically conveyed straight to the poppers for caramel popcorn.
Technicians monitor the flow to make sure the right amount of corn feeds each caramel popcorn line.
At the same time, oils are preheated to precise temperatures for popping the base of caramel popcorn.
Stable, well-filtered oil helps popcorn pop efficiently before it's turned into caramel popcorn. Automatic feeders deliver the exact amount of corn needed to make consistent caramel popcorn. Temperature and airflow are set carefully so the popcorn for caramel popcorn pops light and fully. From this control room,
Operators oversee every stage of caramel popcorn production.
They track yields to make sure as many kernels as possible become fluffy popcorn ready for caramel popcorn coating. Moisture checks help guarantee the texture and crunch of the finished caramel popcorn.
Miles of piping move oil and air to keep the caramel popcorn poppers running continuously. Let automated conveyors transport corn where it needs to go, preparing for non-stop caramel popcorn production.
Some poppers use controlled pressure and temperature to maximize volume for caramel popcorn.
Each batch of caramel popcorn is tracked through the system from start to finish.
Safety systems surround every machine that touches caramel popcorn. With materials conditioned and machines tuned, it's time to pop the corn that will become caramel popcorn. Operators choose specific recipes tailored to each style of caramel popcorn. Once everything is in range, the caramel popcorn line goes into full production mode.
Now we reach the heart of the transformation, from raw corn to the base of caramel popcorn.
Here, corn rapidly transforms into fluffy popcorn, ready for its caramel popcorn makeover.
Inside each kernel is steam building pressure until it explodes into the airy base of caramel popcorn.
Thousands of pops per minute create a continuous stream of popcorn for caramel popcorn lines.
Freshly popped corn is gently guided toward the equipment that will turn it into caramel popcorn. Separators remove unpopped kernels, so only fully popped pieces become caramel popcorn. What's left is a river of clean, fluffy popcorn, ready to be transformed into caramel popcorn. These hoppers buffer the flow, so caramel popcorn lines can run smoothly without stops. Controlled gates meter popcorn into the coating drums at just the right rate for caramel popcorn. In parallel, kettles are charged with the ingredients that will become the caramel for caramel popcorn.
Heat and stirring transform sugar and syrup into glossy golden caramel that will coat the popcorn for caramel popcorn. Temperature is critical. It determines how hard and crunchy the caramel shell on caramel popcorn will be. The caramel is cooked until it reaches the ideal color and viscosity for coating caramel popcorn evenly.
When it's ready, hot caramel flows into special drums filled with popcorn that will soon become caramel popcorn.
Inside the coater, popcorn and caramel meet, tumbling together until every piece becomes caramel popcorn.
The caramel forms thin, even layers that harden into the crunchy shell around each caramel popcorn bite. Rotation, speed, and caramel flow are all tuned, so caramel popcorn is coated but not clumped. Automated controls track how much caramel sticks to each batch of caramel popcorn. The hot caramel popcorn spreads out on cooling conveyors to set and harden. Fans and vibration help separate pieces and cool the caramel popcorn quickly. As it cools, the caramel sets, giving caramel popcorn its familiar crunch and shine.
Operators constantly check that caramel popcorn is flowing freely and not sticking together.
Target temperatures ensure caramel popcorn is cool enough to package without melting the bags. Excess crumbs are captured so only clean, whole pieces of caramel popcorn move on. Even before packaging, metal detectors help keep caramel popcorn safe.
With caramel set and cooled, the caramel popcorn is ready for weighing and bagging.
A cross-feed system gently carries caramel popcorn to high-speed scales. Multi-head weighers use many small buckets to create precise portions of caramel popcorn.
By combining different buckets, the system hits exact target weights of caramel popcorn.
Below the scales, machines form bags from printed film ready to hold caramel popcorn. Caramel popcorn falls straight into each bag as it's formed and sealed. Gravity does the rest, filling each bag with the right amount of caramel popcorn. Heat seals lock in freshness so caramel popcorn stays crunchy and flavorful.
Codes trace every bag of caramel popcorn back to its exact batch and production time.
Check weighers double-check that every caramel popcorn bag meets weight specifications.
Vision systems inspect every label so caramel popcorn looks perfect on the shelf.
Individual bags of caramel popcorn now head toward carton forming and case packing.
Carton formers build sturdy cases to protect caramel popcorn in transit. Robotic packers arrange caramel popcorn bags to optimize space and prevent damage. Sealed cartons are labeled with product, flavor, and date information for each caramel popcorn batch. Finished cartons of caramel popcorn gather before being stacked onto pallets.
Robotic systems handle the heavy lifting, stacking caramel popcorn cases efficiently.
Careful stacking keeps caramel popcorn stable during shipping.
Each pallet is labeled, so warehouses and stores know exactly what caramel popcorn is on board. Stretch wrap secures the load and protects caramel popcorn from dust and moisture.
Before release, samples of caramel popcorn are pulled from each lot for testing.
Visual inspections check that caramel popcorn is evenly coated and free of defects.
Technicians examine individual pieces of caramel popcorn for texture and appearance. Instrument tests confirm that caramel popcorn has the right crunch and bite. Moisture levels are checked to keep caramel popcorn crisp throughout its shelf life. Seal tests verify that caramel popcorn bags won't leak air or lose freshness.
Human tasters still play a key role, checking flavor balance and caramel popcorn aroma.
Only when all tests pass is a lot of caramel popcorn cleared for shipping. Forklifts place each pallet of caramel popcorn in a specific slot, tracked by inventory systems.
Warehouse software monitors stock levels of each caramel popcorn flavor and package size.
When orders come in, pallets of caramel popcorn are loaded for delivery. Trailers fill with neatly stacked pallets of caramel popcorn, headed to stores, cinemas, and stadiums.
Shipping documents track where each batch of caramel popcorn is going.
From this dock, caramel popcorn travels across the country and around the world. Soon, those bags of caramel popcorn will be opened in living rooms, cinemas, and ballparks everywhere.
And that's how caramel popcorn is made today inside our modern popcorn factory.
From raw kernels to popping to caramel coating, every step makes better caramel popcorn.
The result is a crunchy, glossy snack that many people know simply as caramel popcorn.
Look closely and you can see the carefully cooked caramel that defines caramel popcorn.
If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at caramel popcorn, hit like and subscribe for more factory tours.
Data helps the team continually improve the consistency of caramel popcorn.
Teams are trained on every step to keep caramel popcorn safe and delicious.
Data helps the team continually improve the consistency of caramel popcorn.
Teams are trained on every step to keep caramel popcorn safe and delicious.
Many factories aim to reduce waste and energy use while making caramel popcorn.
Even scraps from caramel popcorn can be repurposed and kept out of landfills.
Teams constantly monitor and tune the process to keep caramel popcorn quality high.
From this vantage point, you can see caramel popcorn moving through every stage at once.
Thanks for joining us on this tour of how we make caramel popcorn.
If you love seeing how treats like caramel popcorn are made, please like, comment, and subscribe.
We hope this inside look gave you a new appreciation for your next bag of caramel popcorn.
Whether you're at home or at the movies, caramel popcorn connects you back to this intricate factory process.
Behind every handful of caramel popcorn are people, machines, and careful planning.
You've just seen how caramel popcorn is made in a modern popcorn factory.
Subscribe for more factory tours, how it's made videos, and deep dives into snacks like caramel popcorn.
Thanks for watching, and enjoy your next bag of caramel popcorn. This has been an inside look at how caramel popcorn is made. See you on the next tour.